Hello everyone, welcome to the lecture on Power System Protection Model 2. Inverse time over current relay. So here the operating time of the inverse time over current relay decreases with the increase in the fault current. Now from the block diagram, the current signal is converted to the proportional voltage signal by the input transformer, and then it is rectified by a rectifier. It is filtered and compared with the reference voltage of the level detector set by the potentiometer P1. Now under the normal condition, when the input current is low, the switch S1 is on. Short-circuiting the capacitor C of the RC timing circuit, and switch to S2 is off. As soon as the input reference voltage exceeds the preset reference voltage of the level detector 1, switch S1 is off. So if the reference voltage exceeds the preset reference voltage of the level detector 1, then the S1 is off and S2 is on. And charging the capacitor C of the timing circuit starts from the voltage proportional to the current. Now here the switches S1 and S2 are made up of static components. When the voltage across the capacitor C of the timing circuit exceeds the reference voltage of the level detector 2 as set by the potentiometer P3, a signal is given to the output device through an amplifier. Finally, the output device issues a trip signal. So this is the explanation for that. Now we'll be looking at the directional overcurrent relay. The directional overcurrent relay incorporates a directional unit which responds to the power flow in a specified direction. A direction relay senses the direction power flow by the means of a phase difference phi between the voltage and the current. When the phi exceeds a certain predetermined value and the current is above the pickup value, then the directional overcurrent relay operates. The directional relay is double actuating quantity relay with one input as a current from the CT, that is the current transformer, and the other input as a voltage V from the voltage transformer. Now we'll be looking at the directional overcurrent relay here, the block diagram. So the figure shows the simplified block diagram of a directional overcurrent relay. Input V and I are applied to the phase comparator. So these are the phase comparator V and I. A phase shifter is added in voltage input circuit before applying it to the phase comparator to achieve the maximum output of the phase comparator under the fault condition. So adding a phase shifter in a voltage input circuit before applying to the phase comparator to achieve the maximum output of the phase comparator under the fault condition. Now the output of the phase comparator is given to the level detector and then the output device through an output device, then to the output device through an amplifier. So if the output of the phase comparator exceeds the preset value, that is the reference voltage of the level detector, then the output device issues a signal. Overall, the phase comparator output is given to the level detector and the output of this is given to the amplifier. Now, if the output of the phase comparator exceeds the preset reference voltage of the level detector, then the output device issues a trip signal. There are two main types of phase comparator used for the purpose. One of these is the Hall effect type comparator, which has been used in USSR, whereas all countries have preferred the rectifier bridge type of comparator due to its lower cost and the higher outputs obtainable as compared to the Hall effect element. Now we'll be looking at the numerical over current relays. These relays are the latest development in the area of protection. These relays have been developed because of the tremendous advancement in VLSI and the computer hardware technology. Depending on the processor and processing tool used for the processing of the current signal, the numerical overcurrents are of the following types: the microprocessor based overcurrent relay, microcontroller based overcurrent relay, digital signal processor based overcurrent relays, field programmable gate array, that is FPGA based overcurrent relays, artificial neural network, that is ANN based numerical relays. Now a protection scheme which incorporates the numerical overcurrent relay, for the protection of an element of a power system is known as numerical overcurrent protection scheme or a numerical overcurrent protection. Now the very first one is the microprocessor based overcurrent. The power network or the power system requires a faster, more accurate, reliable protective schemes. These schemes are capable of fulfilling these requirements, that is the microprocessor one. They are superior to the electromechanical and the static relays. These schemes have more flexibility due to the programmable approach when compared with the static relay, which have hard-wired circuitry. The microprocessor based schemes are more compact, accurate, reliable and fast. There are two methods to realize the overcurrent characteristics. One method employs a precision rectifier to convert the AC signal to the DC signal, which should be DC. The AC voltage signal is rectified, then converted to a digital quantity. Now the processor compares this with the fixed reference, that is the pickup value, and takes the decision for tripping. Now if the digital quantity which is proportional to the load current exceeds the pickup value, the processor, that is the microprocessor, sends a tripping signal to the circuit breaker after a preset delay. Definite time or any type of time current characteristics can be realized in this manner very easily. If the time delay is fixed one, the relay acts as a definite time relay. So this is a general description about how exactly the microprocessor based overcurrent relay are more important or more superior compared to the electromechanical and static in terms of its flexibility, programmable approach, and the accurate part, the compactness and the reliability. Microcontroller based overcurrent relays. Microcontrollers are single chip microcomputers in which the microprocessor, that is the CPU, memory, the input output ports are all fabricated in a single chip. So it is also called as system on chip, that is SoC. So in microcontroller based overcurrent relay, a microcontroller is used to perform all the functions of the relay. It measures the current by acquiring them in numeric, that is in digital data, from or through a data acquisition system. It processes the data numerically and makes the tripping decision. DSP based overcurrent relay. In this relay, a dedicated digital signal processor is used to perform all the functions of the relay. Example: data acquisition, data processing, calculation of the fault discriminants and making trip decisions. FPGA based overcurrent relays. In this relay, a field programmable gate array is used to perform the functions of the overcurrent relay. ANN based overcurrent relay. In this relay, a properly trained and tested artificial neural network is used for processing of the acquired digital signal and making the trip signal. So we have, in this lecture we have gone through the static overcurrent relay, and under that we have seen the inverse time overcurrent relay and the directional overcurrent relay, and we have looked at the numerical overcurrents and the different types, that is microprocessor, microcontroller, digital signal processing, FPGA and ANN. Okay, so this description is enough to write the content of each and every topic, so kindly go through it. Thank you.